Hey folks, welcome to today's Ultimate Challenge, where we talk about how Gro transformed into a superhero of cycling. Gro thought if he could challenge the world record, it would definitely make headlines. He began to imagine himself turning into the Einstein of cycling. While deep in thought, he had a light bulb moment and decided to flip the bike target upside down and ride it like a snowboarding transformer. Unexpectedly, this little tweak changed the game completely, boosting his speed. This was just the first step for Gro in creating new gear. He planned to team up with Mikey to go dumpster diving. However, their dumpster diving was discovered by the pastor, who thankfully didn't deduct points but offered fallen parts. The pastor curiously asked what they needed the junk for, and Gro excitedly explained he was building a new bike, sounding like he was narrating a sci-fi novel. Smart athletes key to reduce air resistance, and Gro applied the same principle to his bike design. Talk about being a cross-disciplinary. He declared the new bike would break the record, but Mikey tore down the plan and questioned his dreams. Building a bike doesn't come cheap. Mikey pointed out that they'd bankrupt just buying materials and renting a racing track, calling it the lament of the... Even though Gro's salary couldn't cover those expenses, he was determined to overcome mountains and asked Mikey to be his sponsor. He scavenged materials for the down payment. Seeing Gro's enthusiasm, the pastor offered his shed as a workshop. The pastor believed that investing in young dreams was like recharging his own aging time. Talk about marketing genius. Soon, they tackled all three problems, and Gro decided to break the world record a week before Boardman, gearing up for a grand showdown. Each practice was a precious step towards his dream. Gro saw himself on the great marathon path, with sweat sprinkled like prizes across the track. To train more, Gro shamelessly quit his job, embarking on an endless legs journey as he constantly flailed his legs in a rising pool of sweat. Was his new best friend, and dreams beckoned. Gro realized that compared to Mikey and the pastor, his wife was the sweetest training partner. She not only didn't nag about his crazy decisions, but also took extra shifts at the hospital to earn more cash, turning into a superhero by The collision of souls is a lifelong project, while a meeting of minds is the true gift of time. Having such a resonant partner is the dream of every man. Meanwhile, Mikey suited up like a businessman, meeting bosses, truly the Steve Jobs of cycling. Poor guy was always recognized by the front desk as the real mailman, like a ghost trapped with nowhere to escape. A string of failures sent him into despair, but luck struck as fate introduced his high school buddy, who connected him with a parking lot owner. As soon as they met, the parking lot owner eagerly stripped, leaving the single Mikey in shock. Thankfully, it was just a costume change into cycling gear. As a cycling enthusiast, he was totally on board, knowing Gro was the UK home cycling champ. After hearing about Gro's plan to break the world record with the new bike, he happily agreed to be their exclusive sponsor, kickstarting their racing adventure. However, a sudden crisis ailed Gro, who could help find bearings for high-speed rotation. Sitting by the lakeside, lost in thought, the pastor strolled by and asked with concern, "Are you feeling low pressure?" Gro replied that there were days in the month he felt flat, but head bounced back quickly, basically just napping. Wandering at home, the washing machine's whirl sparked a washing machine enlightenment. When his wife got home, she was shocked to find him in the middle of a disassemble with their washing machine to retrieve its speedy component. Upon hearing this, the pastor admired how lucky he was to have a supportive wife, a true blessed individual, not his cleverness. After a round of junk puzzle building, this quirky bike finally hit the scene, ready to show off some moves. Gro named it the Grandiose Classic, meaning ancient faith. It really looked like an artifact, but they could only risk test riding it on the busy highway. After a spin, Gro felt despite some little flaws, the new bike was pretty good, truly a beautiful ugly duckling. However, Mikey was skeptical, thinking the bike looked like total garbage, questioning how it could possibly win. Gro shrugged it off, saying, "This bike is worth $500,000, and it's a high-tech computer model." Gro vented his frustrations, complaining about how much he sacrificed for sponsorship, while the miracle looked like a total dummy. However, Gro insisted the new bike fully adhered to physics laws, a true scientific miracle. Although it looked old, its performance rivaled professional racing bikes. The duo engaged in a road debate over this issue on the roadside. Still, the debate didn't affect their friendship. Gro kept honing his skills, while Mikey booked the most advanced track. In the 8th week, the dormant record faced a new challenger, truly long awaited, finally here. While Gro prepared to assemble the classic, Mike's surprise halted his efforts. He inadvertently got roped into the swap by Corporation. The owner crafted him a new classic, almost making Gro ponder how nice it would have been if he had known this was the plan all along. To honor his friend's intentions, Gro decided to ride the new bike into battle, a challenge where he'd have to crank out 205 laps within 1 hour. Truly mad. Covering a distance of 51 kilometers wasn't a walk in the park. As the timer started, Gro got ready to create miracles in the stream, with wife cheering the endless track ahead. His speed skyrocketed with each lap. He zipped along like a red lightning bolt, speeding up with every turn. If he broke the record, it would be the ultimate honor of the... However, as time ticked away, the weight of his bike began to show its true colors. Childhood shadows creeping in made him feel like he was on the brink, leaving him to question whether he could outrun time. Glancing at the dwindling time and the final 3 laps, he felt almost certain this attempt was doomed to fail. Sure enough, when the hour finally ticked down, Gro fell short by 2 laps, though he still set a personal best way to go.